Long before the reign of the Olympian gods, the cosmos was ruled by the mighty Titans, led by Cronus. These colossal beings controlled the primordial forces of nature, but their rule was destined to give way to a new pantheon. Among the Titans, a prophecy foretold that one of Cronus's children would overthrow him, just as he had dethroned his own father, Uranus. Fearful of this fate, Cronus took a drastic step. He swallowed each of his newborn children as they were born, imprisoning them in his vast stomach. However, Rhea, his wife, could not bear to lose all her offspring. When her youngest child, Zeus, was about to be born, she devised a cunning plan. Wrapping a stone in swaddling clothes, she presented it to Cronus, who swallowed it without question. Meanwhile, she spirited Zeus away to the island of Crete, where he was hidden and raised in secret. As Zeus grew, so did his strength and cunning. When the time was right, he confronted Cronus. With the help of an emetic potion, Zeus forced his father to disgorge his siblings, Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. United, the siblings waged a great war against the Titans, ultimately defeating them and imprisoning them in the depths of Tartarus. Thus the era of the Olympian gods began. The Olympian gods, each with their unique domains and symbols, established their rule from Mount Olympus, a majestic peak shrouded in clouds. Zeus, now the king of the gods, wielded the mighty thunderbolt, a symbol of his authority over the skies. His rule was characterized by both justice and passion, for he was as known for his wisdom as for his many love affairs. Hera, his queen and the goddess of marriage, stood by his side. Her symbols, the peacock and the pomegranate, represented her beauty and her role as the protector of families. Though regal and majestic, Hera was also fiercely protective of her status, and often vengeful toward Zeus' lovers and illegitimate children. Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses, carried a trident, a three-pronged spear that allowed him to command the oceans and stir violent storms. He was as temperamental as the waters he ruled, embodying both the calm and the fury of the sea. Hades, the god of the underworld, chose a realm far removed from the light of Olympus. With his bident and his loyal three-headed dog, Cerberus, he ruled over the souls of the dead. Despite his grim domain, Hades was not evil but a stern and impartial ruler. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, brought life and nourishment to the earth. Her symbols, such as the sheaf of wheat and the cornucopia, represented the abundance she bestowed. Her connection to the cycles of life and death was reflected in the story of her daughter Persephone's abduction by Hades. Hestia, the gentle goddess of the hearth, ensured that every home and temple was warmed by her sacred flame. She was the guardian of domestic harmony, and her presence was felt in every household fire. From Zeus and other unions, new gods were born, each embodying distinct aspects of life and the cosmos. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, emerged fully grown and armored from Zeus' forehead after he swallowed her mother Metis. With her owl and olive tree, she symbolized intellect and strategic warfare, balancing strength with diplomacy. Apollo and Artemis, twin children of Zeus and the Titaness Leto, were born on the island of Delos. Apollo became the god of the sun, music and prophecy, his golden lyre and laurel wreath marking his grace and foresight. Artemis, his sister, was the goddess of the moon and hunting, protector of the wild, often depicted with her bow and crescent moon. Ares, the god of war, embodied the chaos and brutality of conflict, his spear and helmet reflecting his violent nature. In contrast, his sister Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, was born from the sea foam. Her symbols, the dove and the rose, representing her power over love and desire. Hephaestus, the god of blacksmithing, was known for his skill, despite his physical imperfections. His anvil and hammer crafted the most exquisite tools and weapons for the gods. Hermes, the fleet-footed messenger of the gods, carried the caduceus, a staff entwined with snakes, and wore winged sandals. He guided travelers, protected thieves, and bridged the realms of gods and mortals. Finally, Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry, was born from Zeus' thigh. After his mortal mother Semele perished upon seeing Zeus in his true form. With his grapevine and thyrsus, he brought both ecstasy and chaos, reveling in the pleasures of life. The Olympian gods were not merely divine figures. They were reflections of human nature. Their stories intertwined with mortal lives, influencing love, war, creativity, and the natural world. They feasted on ambrosia and nectar, their immortal lives marked by passions, rivalries, and triumphs that resonated with those who worshipped them. Through their myths, the Olympian gods shaped the ancient Greeks' understanding of the universe, leaving an indelible mark on art, literature, and culture for millennia to come.